Good morning, good afternoon or good evening, wherever in the world you may be. This evening I want to talk to you about my 5 favourite handbags. Now, I made a video about 5 months ago about my 5 favourite handbags, and I wanted to revisit that and see if they're still the same or have they been misplaced and has their place been taken by another. Before I go any further, I'm not saying this for sympathy purposes at all, but just for the fact that I sound a bit croaky. I've currently got the flu, so I'm feeling a bit, iffy. It's a very hot day in Sydney, so if you hear a hum in the background, it's a ceiling fan. And also, if that wasn't enough, it's like waiting for a bus, isn't it? I mean, you wait forever and then 3 come at once. Says she who hasn't been on a bus for, I don't know, about 50 years. Anyway, oh God, I'm that old, really. Him indoors went back to work yesterday after 3 weeks off work, and he arrived back to about 500 emails. And so his editing services will not be available this evening because he's catching up on his 500 emails. And also a rather strange email. When I used to sort of temp office work, sort of in between gigs in the theatre, I used to do payroll stuff, and I used to be called a payroll clerk. Now, I know there's a lot more to it now, and it sort of progressed to become human resources, which sort of took over lots of other things. But now apparently it's people and culture. And, people and culture is very PC, isn't it? I mean, P and C is PC. So people and culture, I just, it's never ending. I cannot cope with everything changing all the time. Anyway. What a great way to start a video, mini rant. Anyway, I must just get this out of my system because it is so annoying. So he got an email from People and Culture, make sure I get it right, telling him that he needed to take the rest of his annual leave days off before the end of the year. And he was due another 12 days annual leave. So could he please take off a further 15 days annual leave before the end of the year? So what does he do? Does he take off 12 days, take off 15 days? It's no good replying to them because they're never there. You ring them and they're never there. I don't know what they do. The payroll is done somewhere else. It's outsourced. I won't say what company he works for, I better not, or I might get him in trouble. And hiring and firing is done by somebody else as well. So anyway, it's just one of those days when, a little thing like that just becomes really, really irritating. However, good evening. And we'll start again, and I have to check my notes. I've totally forgotten where I was. Yes. I'm revisiting my 5 favourite handbags to see if they're still the same. Well, last time I did this was 5 months ago. It was the beginning of May, and it was a month after I started my channel. And I started off, I cheated a bit actually because I had two for the price of one really. I had another Savette pochette with this one, the smaller one, the original one that was sort of that big, that was in brown, that has since moved on. It's no longer part of my collection. But this black one is still one of my 5 favourite handbags because every time I go out in the evening or I just want a small bag, I don't know what it is about this one, but this is the one I reach for. It's just so easy. I think because it's easy to open and close, you just twist the thing, open it up. Oh look, I've got paper in it. It's me keep telling you all the time not to put paper in your handbags. And somehow paper has crept into this one, probably because I'm running out of bubble wrap because I've bought too many handbags. Anyway, this is the inside of it, very plain. Little pocket at the back there, and just really easy little bag. So that was in my top 5 before, and that is still in my top 5. However, the next one, which was, excuse me, one I need to refer to my notes because my brain, quite frankly, feels like it's stuffed full of cotton wool. Right, yes, the next one is my Chanel Soft Touch Seasonal Flap from, when was it? 2011. The colour of this last time didn't seem to come across very well, but I'm hoping you can see that as a plum colour and not brown, because it is the most stunning colour. It really is. I mean, it's a great bag. You can have the chain doubled up like that, or you can have it as a longer shoulder bag. Probably be a bit short for crossbody, but I don't do crossbody bags because I find them really uncomfortable. I don't know why. Anyway, this one I find is very much a sort of an autumn winter bag. You know, it's one of those sort of colours. It's a stunning bag. This lambskin is just, oh, it is divine. It's pretty much the same size as a jumbo, apart from the fact that it's slightly different shape. This is very sort of triangular at the sides rather than, you know, the jumbo is more sort of straight-sided there. This one I'm retiring. This one will come out again in the autumn, and in its place we are going to have, excuse me one moment while I disappear, my Chanel Denim 22, which I use so much. I really can't believe it. I mean, I was appalled at the price of this. I mean, if you haven't seen the video where we go to buy this in Chanel in Sydney, I'll put it up there. It was a special present from him indoors to mark our 30th anniversary. And, you know, it's only because of that that I thought it was okay to spend that amount of money, because it was outrageous. I won't even say how much it was, it's just obscene, really. But it's a fabulous bag, and I've just worn it so much. And I think the reason why it's better in spring and summer is because, you know, we live in a beachside suburb, so you go anywhere down by the coast, and, you know, if it's a bit of a stiff breeze, you get sand blowing and everything. You don't want a lambskin leather bag on your shoulder. I mean, this is, you know, you can brush sand off this one. So this is my second most favourite bag at the moment, which I will give to Madame Lazybones in the corner. Madame Bony Parts. And if you didn't see my Halloween video, I was really quite proud of that. I wrote a poem for it, which I thought was really good. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? But seriously, modesty has never been one of my stronger points. Anyway, we'll put that one up there as well. So, moving on. Ah, yes, the Laura Piana. This is the Laura Piana Extra L27 leather shoulder bag in black mixed leathers. Now, I love the look of this bag, but if you look at that bag, doesn't it look like it's got a top handle? I mean, that is wider than the strap. I think you can see that there. So every time I go to pick it up, I do that. And of course, it's not a top handle, it's part of the shoulder strap. And it's just so annoying. I mean, it just, oh, seriously, it is just a shoulder bag. I mean, there you go, just like that. And this part here is, well, I mean, if you double it up like that, I suppose it's a wider strap that might be a bit more comfortable on your shoulder, but I don't really see why. But the thing about this bag that really, really gets me, and you see, last time when I chose this bag, I hadn't used it. Started using it and I realised that, see, at the back, there isn't a sort of a, I don't know what to call it, when you open it up, you know, ideally the top of the bag should flip back like, I've got one somewhere. I'll have to put you on hold a moment because him indoors will not be able to edit this out. I'll be right back. Right, so this one will make it easy to explain. This is the Mini Anchor bag by Ole Alder, and it's obviously, you know, in the style of the Laura Piana bag. I keep saying Laura, it's Loro Piana? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, this one has got a similar opening. But you see, at the back, because it has that seam there, you can open it up like that. And it's made to be opened up like that, and that's why it's got this seam across here. So you're not going to leave an ugly line in the back of the bag there. No. Right, do bear with me. Okay, put that one down there. Now, where is it? You see, I did it again. I went and picked it up by the top handle that isn't. See, this one, it opens, the zip opens all the way around the side there, but at the back, there's nothing. So, you sort of, you have to open it up like that, because if you try and push that bit back, you're going to make a horrible crease along the back of the bag, and, you know. So it's like, it's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit like surgery, you know what I mean? You've got to sort of get your hand in there and, oh, honest to goodness. Anyway, it drives me nuts. If any of you are thinking of buying this, it is a really lovely looking bag. And another thing, this zip. Oh, and stiff zips really annoy me. Yeah. The look of it is great. I mean, it looks the part. Practicality, you know, looks, I don't know, 9 out of 10. Practicality, 0. I mean, no. Just not happening. I think that will probably be leaving my collection very soon. So instead of that, where's the, I was going to replace that one with this, the Proenza Schouler Tiny in the black perforated leather. However, we are coming into spring and summer, which I should know because it is so hot today. So we won't do the black one, we'll do the white one. I did go a bit crazy in the Proenza Schouler sale, I mean, really. They shouldn't offer such big discounts. Well, no, they should, but maybe they should limit you to just buying 2 bags in the sale. But no, then I'd be really annoyed about it. Anyway, I'm waffling on ad nauseum, and unfortunately, him indoors won't be available to take all these bits out, so I should just get on with it. So, I'm going to replace Laura Piana with the Proenza Schouler Tiny, which is very functional. It's got a shoulder strap which can easily be taken off. It's got a proper top handle, which is a top handle. It's got a little pocket on the back. These straps are a bit fiddly to feed through here, but in all honesty, you don't need to do them up. This is fine on its own. And, you know, oops, it's a very strong magnet. Nice little pocket on the front there. It's got magnetic closure. Here's me saying how easy it was to use. No, it's all right. I've closed it. And that sort of hooks. It's difficult for me to show you this bit. It hooks on that sort of little button which is sort of there, hooks underneath that, and then there you go. So that one is replacing, I nearly did it again with the top handle thing, this one, which I really think is going. I mean, I'm not one of these people that, you know, I mean, I collect handbags, but I'm not a bag snob. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the sort of person that has to have a piece of, you know, Loro Piana or whatever in their collection. I just like nice bags. So, that is that one. So we've gone through 3 so far. Okay. So, the next one on my 5 favourite bags was the blue royal, in other words, royal blue, cargo Picotin, which I love, and I haven't actually used it very much because it really is a spring and summer bag. However, for the sake of argument, let's just say, you know, I'm going to change from that one to a different one, although I will use that during the spring and summer. But, you know, for the sake of argument, let's say I choose another one, it would be this one, which I absolutely love. This is the Denim Givenchy one. This is the one I bought after I had all those problems, that Fendi bags. Oh my goodness. I think I ended up sending 3 of them back. I mean, it's just ridiculous, honestly. Anyway, if you haven't seen the video where I buy this one, I'll put that one up there. She says, hoping I will be able to do that. I'm sure I could ask him indoors that bit. So, I think that's a great spring and summer bag. I like denim. So, we'll say that's replacing the Picotin. So we've got one left, which is this one, the Bottega Veneta top handle. What was it called? Bottega Veneta long top handle Andiamo clutch in cognac. Goodness me. Anyway, it's this. I love this bag. I love the leather, I love the weave, I love everything about it. The top handle, you know, the opening is really unusual. It's really easy to open. Magnetic dots either end. But I haven't used it at all. And, you know, we don't go out in the evenings, you know, a lot. But we do go out in the evenings every now and then, and every time I look at it, I just wish that it was black. Yet I've got so many black clutches, you know, which is why I bought this one in cognac. I thought, oh, it's different, you know, it'd be nice to have this one for a change. But usually when I get dressed up to go out, there's some form of black involved, you know, be it a black dress or a black skirt, black pants, whatever. And I don't know, this just never seems to go with whatever I'm wearing. So I think this one might be going as well. In which case, I'm short a clutch. Now let me think. I'll just have to put you on pause for just one moment. Okay, so I've cheated a bit here because I think this one is a great evening bag. This little Vivienne Westwood glow mesh bag that Oroton invented. So this is originally an Australian invention and now used by lots of other bag companies. But I love this one with a melted orb. And this is a lovely little evening bag if I'm doing the silver jewellery thing. If I'm not, then this one from Aspinal, which is in a sort of champagne gold, is perfect for evenings. It's just, see, this one's got paper in as well. Right, that's coming out. It's also got a little gold chain, I don't know if you can see that, gold chain shoulder strap that goes through, you thread that through here on the flap. And that's a great little clutch. So I'm sort of cheating here and doing a 2-for-1. That's like gold jewellery, silver jewellery. You know, I do like to be matchy-matchy. I'm old, you know. People used to do that sort of thing. Now, I did sort of cheat a bit last time and I had one on, and that was the mango bag, which I just used for, I don't know, weeks and weeks and weeks. And it also had a little one. The little one I haven't used at all. This one I used nearly all the time until I got the Chanel Denim 22. However, on Sunday, I bought this one from Oroton. If you haven't seen the video about this, I'll try and put that up there as well, but I think I've reached the limit of how many videos you can put up there. But anyway, I'll do my best. If not, I'll put it in the comments down under. I love this bag. So the mango one is going to be retired temporarily, although if we had a rainy day, that is a very good rainy day bag because it's pleather, whereas this one is all leather. Let me go back a bit. It's just, oh, I love it. It's such an unusual design. The side is sort of pleated. You see what I mean? It's got this gorgeous sort of pleat. It's like a box plate. And you can adjust the strap and, oh, it's a fabulous bag. And because I got used to using this one, and then the Chanel Denim 22, which is in the small size, but it's still quite big, well, big for me anyway, I've really started liking using bigger bags again. And this apparently is bang on trend for next year. Slouchy hobo bags are it, so there you go. And this was $400. I mean, seriously, you know, $400. I've totally cheated then. I've shown you 6 bags, haven't I? But I really, I suppose if I had to take one out to get it back to 5, it would be maybe this one, because it's black. And because I don't wear as much black in the spring and summer, I'd maybe take that one out. But it's difficult because I really do like that one. So, that was my, well, it was supposed to be 5, but it ended up being 6 favourite handbags. So, do you have favourite handbags? I mean, is there one which you just can't put down, which you keep going back to? I'd love you to leave a comment about it down under. I really love reading your comments and I'll always reply to them. It might take me a day to do it, but I will always get round to replying to you. And the only other thing really to say is, if you've enjoyed this video, and it's been a bit more chaotic than usual because of the lack of editing, but if you have, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. So, à bientôt mes amis, au revoir et bonsoir.